Welcome back, everybody. We are setting goals. We are moving and grooving. We are halfway there. So welcome, everybody. I am Cheryl. This is my channel, Sunshine Storyline, and we are on a roller coaster, if you will, of weight loss, more a weight loss life, I like to say. So I am officially at what I'm calling my halfway marker. So we have been on this journey for pushing 6 months now. So February 27th, I began taking a GLP-1 medication, which is Zepbound. So Zepbound right here, which is tirzepatide. And we have been losing weight pretty consistently. So I just about 20 minutes ago took shot number 2 of 7.5 milligrams. So just a super quick recap. I took 2.5 milligrams for 2 months, and then I went up to 5 milligrams. And last Sunday, I took my first shot of 7.5. So this is shot number 2 of 7.5. So as far as side effects go, let's go with side effects first. As far as side effects go, I've been pretty okay. The most annoying, and it's really like not that big a deal at all, but probably the most annoying thing that I'm finding right now is for the past 2 months or so, when I give myself my injection, I get like an injection site reaction, which I know a lot of people have. I know a lot of people have actually had like severe reactions or like rashes and things like that. And I get like almost like a mosquito bite at the injection site that will get, sometimes it'll get a little round, about that big or so. And it's itchy, like a mosquito bite. And again, not the worst thing in the world. It does stay for the latter part of the week. So I take my shots on Sunday. I want to say that I like was still itching it up until like Thursday or Friday. So, you know, there's that. I did just take my shot about an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes ago, and already I'm feeling like a little bit of itchiness. So I am currently doing my shot in my stomach. That seems to be my good spot. My arm did not work well for me at all. I had more nausea there, but I've done my thigh a few times, but the last couple of times I didn't feel that the hunger noise was great. So I have gone back to my stomach, and that's been working for me. So I'm alternating, you know, as much as I can in the area. There is a big area still to work with. So, and if you are beginning this medication, just make sure that you read the full pamphlet that Lily provides in the box of medication, or if you're doing a compound or something, that you're, you know, getting the information right from your provider, because they do provide, right here you can see, they're showing us exactly where to be injecting. So they're showing us in our stomach, they're showing us in our thighs, and then in the back of the arms in like the appropriate places, because you can't just be shooting it anywhere. There has been some videos going around that people have kind of taken it upon themselves to start trying different locations. I don't know about that. This medication without insurance is upwards of $1,300. That's a lot of money. There's only 4 pens in here. So that is a lot of money to be playing with, as far as I'm concerned. You know, $350 a pen. Some people are doing, let's say, $550 if they have a savings card. So still like $125. That's a lot of money in order for somebody to be, you know, trying things that the manufacturer, Lilly, tells us not to do. So I will not be doing that unless I get, new documentation right from my manufacturer saying, go ahead and try this, then I may consider it. But for right now, no, that is not something that I will be doing. But my stomach has been working really well for me, so that's what I'm going to continue to do. So yeah, I did tell you guys last week that I had a headache, but that had kind of started before the 7.5, and I think it was more TMJ and maybe even some like allergy stuff that was happening. I still have like a dull headache, but a lot of it is in through here, so I'm still thinking it's the TMJ. I don't think it's the tirzepatide, the Zepbound, so I'm not going to blame that. So I'm not going to call that a side effect. That's just been something that I have been dealing with all week. Also, I have been tired, so that could be the medication. It could be, like I mentioned last week, it could be menopause situation. The last couple of days, though, it did get better. So I don't know if I just got so exhausted that my body was like, okay, you can have some sleep now. But I want to say it was until like Wednesday. So there's a good no, sorry, the dog is getting into something he shouldn't be. I'm going to say that this exhaustion right now is probably Zepbound related. So, that's always a problem. I just try to ignore it. I try to do as much as I can in the beginning part of the day, because once I stop, that's it. I'm done. If I sit down, forget it. So, those are my two big things, is the exhaustion and the site injection reaction. I have been extremely, extremely lucky, knock on everything. I have not had significant side effects, and moving up to the 7.5, I'm still not having major side effects. So for any GI problems, I've been pretty good. As long as I'm not eating lousy food, overly fried, overly fatty, then my stomach is pretty okay. As far as the constipation that kind of happens with this medication, you guys know that the fiber supplements are kind of my go-to. So I will just let you know that these have been what I've been using since the beginning. So when I first started this adventure almost 6 months ago and bought these were $9 and like 90 something cents. So I've been purchasing these off of Amazon. Well, the last time I bought this bottle, they went up to 13 change. And I was like, dang. So when I was at Walmart a couple of days ago, they had these back in stock because they hadn't been stocking them for a while. They've been out. And when I was there, I happened to go look, and they were $13.97 at Walmart. So sitting right beside them was these. And these were $7.96, a $6 difference. There's 90 in here. There's 100 in here. These do, however, give you a little bit more fiber than these. So I brought them home. I opened them up. They look similar. So I'll just show you the side-by-side comparison, because you guys know I don't like you guys to do the things that I do unless I have tried them out. So these are the Walmart ones, and these are the others. So you can see the size difference. Obviously, the Walmart ones are significantly larger, but there's more fiber in them. So I was like, okay, they look similar. They feel similar. They don't taste similar. They taste similar when you put them in your mouth, but these are much chalkier. And at first, I took some yesterday, and I was like, okay, they're not the same, but $6, I already bought them. I can suck it up. I'll just eat them or chew them or take them or whatever you want to say. But I just took them again before I shot this video. They're tough to get down. They're tough to get down. What I might do is mix them together or somehow put them together where I take one of each time I take them, or a couple of times a day, and chew them at the same time because they're really that bad. When you first put them in your mouth, it's not terrible, but they chew a lot longer. And it's just, I don't know. They were hard. They were chalkier. They're not on my recommend list, guys. And you guys know that I like to only tell you things that I have tried and that I feel strongly about. $6 difference though, which was really substantial. So one thing I will say with the 7.5, the hunger suppression seems to be about the same. So it is 12:24, about 11:45. I decided, okay, I'm going to go shoot this video. I need to eat something because I had coffee this morning. There was some protein shake in that. And I was knowing that this was going to take me some time to do this and edit it and the whole thing. So I was like, let me eat something now before it's too late. So I made some leftover chicken and rice, and I literally had a bowl like this. And I had to force myself to eat it, but it's today's shot day, you know? So, but the hunger suppression hasn't been like, oh my God, I couldn't eat anything for 2 or 3 days. No, it was like, okay, it's time for dinner. I'll eat something. And I was fine. But the 7.5 is better thus far for the food noise and the cravings, like at night. That's kind of like my time is, you know, after dinner, after all the work is done and everything is kind of said and done for the day. That's when I start to think like, oh, I could eat something. Oh, what do we have? But it's definitely, this past week has been better. I haven't really done any like late night snack because I'm not thinking about it. So the 7.5 is definitely doing its job there. So that is amazing. So for all of you who are here for our update, our weigh-in, so I'm saying I'm halfway there because I am at 41.8 pounds, so almost 42 pounds. 40 is a goal that I've been working at since 30 because I've been trying to do those 10-pound increments. But 40 took a little bit longer to get to. That 30 to 40 was a little bit trickier. But again, 2 vacations, summer is just really funky for me. So there's just been, you know, there's that. So it is what it is. I'm there. I'm good. So we are 41.8 pounds down this week since last Sunday. So shot day to shot day, 3.6 pounds. So this was a really good week on 7.5. So thrilled with that. 3.6 pounds. I am saying halfway because 80 sounds like a reasonable amount. That being said, I don't want to say, okay, I'm going to lose 80 pounds and I'm going to, that's it. I'm going to stop doing all the things. That's not my intention. And that's one of the main reasons why I never wanted to set goals, because I don't want to have a goal in my mind, get there, and then be like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to do anything anymore, because that's not my intent. My plan is for this to be lifelong at this point. I am hoping that I can stay on this medication for the rest of my life. My doctor and I have discussed it. It seems to be helping with the CKD. More studies are still in the works. We will see what happens with that. But if it keeps me in the stage that I'm in as far as kidney disease, then that's awesome. The PCOS, you know, it helps with that. So that's great. And then obviously with obesity. So these are all lifelong problems that aren't going away that I'm going to have to deal with regardless. So our hope, mine and my doctor's, is I will stay on this forever. So with that being said, that doesn't necessarily mean that like, okay, I'm going to hit 80 pounds and I'm going to stop and I'm just going to go willy-nilly. This medication is giving me the tools that I need to have been making changes. Guys, I turned 52 yesterday. These are changes that I have never made for more than I don't even think a week at a time. Like, big changes have come from this medication, huge. I have never made it through 2 or 3 days without going to the closet and eating something that I shouldn't be eating. But I don't think about it anymore because my mindset is completely different. And that's what I hope that people watch these videos about these medications take away from it. That it's changing our mindset and giving us the tools to get the long-term goal, which is just health and happiness, right? That's really what I want right now. So even though I have put halfway on there, that does not mean that, you know, things are changing, that I have any intention of getting there. If I get to 80 pounds and I continue to lose weight, that might be fine. I might get to 62 pounds and be like, you know what, this is a good weight for me. I don't really know. I mean, the medication might have different ideas, whether or not I stop losing or not, then that will have to be a discussion with my doctor and, you know, maybe a dietitian or something like that. But right now that seems like it seems weird, to be honest with you, because 80 pounds would be 139 pounds on the scale, which is a number that I don't think I've ever seen in my life. So that's a little strange to me. We'll kind of see what happens, and you know, you guys will be here to witness it and be along for the ride with me. So like I said, my main goal would just be to get to the point where I'm healthy, I'm happy in my own skin, and I can stop weighing myself every single solitary day. And that is not a GLP-1 issue. It's not a Zepbound issue. It's not a tirzepatide issue. That's a Cheryl issue. This is something that I've had a problem with forever, until it got to the point where I knew I kept gaining weight. And then I stopped looking because I couldn't accept it and didn't want to know anymore. But anytime, I think that's been maybe the past year or so. Before that, this was still an everyday thing. Take a shower, weigh myself. Take a shower, weigh myself, and just keep watching the scale move. But this has always been, you know, and anytime I was on a diet or anything, it was just watching it constantly. So I would love to get to a point where I am just happy being me, happy living life, and not having to look at it every single day, maybe once a week, maybe once a month, just to make sure. But, you know, that's an issue for another day. So, yeah, I think that is going to about do it for today. That is our second week on 7.5 check-in, weigh-in, all the things. 41.8 pounds total, 3.6 pounds on week 1 of 7.5. So 7.5 definitely seems to be. But I would imagine that, and I'd have to go back in all of my notes and videos and stuff and check. I'm pretty sure that even, you know, my first week on 2.5 was amazing. My first week on 5 was pretty good. So I'd have to go double check 5. I know for sure 2.5, the first week or two were great. I'll have to double check 5, or if any of you remember, you can put it in the comments below. But the beginning of a new dose obviously is gonna, you know, help your body kick in. Plus I had that little bit of a break. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the 2.5, the 7.5, Lord. I'm going to stick with the 7.5, I think, for this box, and then we might start alternating. But tune in. You guys will be the first to know what I decide. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here. Go and hit that subscribe button. To all of my returning beautiful sunshiny friends, please like this video, share it with your friends if you think it might help them. Comment down below, because you guys know that I read every single one of them. And when you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. Have a great day, everybody.